The challenge from within the Muslim community is that in Muslim majority countries where Islam has been practiced for centuries, many times misogyny has been woven into the practice of Islam and then passed off as its fabric. And empowered Muslim women have to know where the cultural traditions start and where the Islam starts. And as Muslim women in America, we live in a country where we have a state whose motto is "show me," and so this healthy dose of critical thinking and questioning comes up, and we say, is this Islam or is this Islam? And there's a demand for proof. What is your dalil about this? How did you arrive at this? And no longer, I feel that the Muslim American woman is really questioning, because we are living in a community that is so diverse. We have here in the Muslim American community, I think, probably the most diverse religious community in the world. We have Muslims from every Muslim majority country, plus African Americans, Latino Americans, Native Americans, European Americans. We have every single school of thought. We have every level of religiosity. We have every sort of attachment, those who are attached to Islam on a cultural level, those who are attached to Islam on a spiritual level, those who are attached to Islam on an intellectual or academic level. And so you have this wide range of cultures and perspectives in this community. What this community is doing is that it allows you then to be able to say, okay, is this culture or is this Islam? And really to sift it out through the crucible of examination. And so the challenges from within the Muslim community also surround things like women's leadership, space in the mosque, and looking at how she can best fulfill her role as a leader and contribute to her community using her talents and expertise. And then the challenge from herself. We know that each Muslim, each human being has been given the charge to become an-nafsul mutma'inna, the soul that is completely at rest, the soul that is completely at peace, well-pleased and well-pleasing. And so to become that soul at nafsul mutma'inna, you have to live with self-mastery, with God consciousness. You have to live with a sense of purpose and fulfillment, and fulfilling all of your talents and your human promise. And so this is the challenge that she has within herself. So with three challenges, the Muslim American woman, I feel, is very equipped to not only overcome these challenges, but then to produce fantastic work, and I'd like to introduce you to some of them. As spiritual agency, I think this is the thing that drives the Muslim American woman. She realizes that she has to put her faith into action. It is not enough for a Muslim to say, I believe. And the ayats, that we read in the Quran so often, الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, those who believe, and coupled with that belief, وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, al-mu'anamat, the deeds of what you're doing, so the action. So there's this balance between your belief and then putting that belief into action. You become this spiritual agent. And so that agency really is the definition of who you are. And just to introduce you to some of these agents of change, Dr. Ingrid Mattson, in 2001, she became Vice President of ISNA, and then in 2009, became the first female president of the largest Muslim organization in the country. She also was the person who founded the Islamic chaplaincy program at Hartford Institute, and she is one of the first. So Muslim women are still creating first. Master Zakiya Mahasa, she is the first Muslim woman to preside over an American courtroom. We have 2 female judges in the country, and she is one. She embraced Islam and went to law school, eventually ended up as a magistrate in Baltimore, where she presides over a family court. The first woman to go up into space, the first female in the world to go into space as a private space explorer, was Anusha Ansari, a Muslim woman, who came here when she was 16 years old from Iran. And she said she used to stand on her back steps on the porch and look up at the stars and say, I want to go there. And when she came to America, she came not speaking any English. She spoke French and Farsi, so she had to learn English. She went on to college and graduated with masters in computer engineering, and with her husband and brother-in-law created a company that eventually sold for many millions of dollars, and then she spent $20 million to go up into space. When I interviewed her for the magazine, I said, how did you justify spending so much money when it could be used here on Earth? She said she believes that the future of humanity is actually going to be in space. One of the things that she said, if everyone could see the Earth from the vantage point of space, there would be no more war. She said that all of the arbitrary divisions between us become so trivial, and this is what you realize. All these boundaries and borders and differences, they're not real. And so this is one of the things that she said, it's very inspirational woman. The first woman in the country to graduate with a PhD in automotive engineering is Dr. Ala Katawi. She graduated from Clemson University, and she is designing automotives and the engineering in automotives. I didn't realize that, and she just graduated, I think, last year or the year before. Didn't realize that there were no females with PhD in automotive engineering. Dr. Aziza El-Hibri is a professor of law. She is also an Islamic jurist. She started an organization called the Muslim Women Lawyers for Human Rights, and it trains Muslim women attorneys and leaders. It has a really good leadership program during the summer for young girls who want to become leaders. It's very inspirational, and I would, the two girls who started the program off with their fantastic poem, I would really recommend that you apply for that program. And she is very vested in Muslim women developing all of their talents, and she is also right now on President Obama's Council for Faith, what is the Faith Initiative Program? The Faith Initiative Program, that's right. Faith freedom around the world as well. This is Dr. Intisar Rob, who has a PhD in American constitutional law. She also has a doctorate in Islamic law, and she also has a black belt in Taekwondo. That's what we call the triple threat. But she is another example of one of the up-and-coming scholars, and also a multi-layered accomplishments.